Every single person is living in the reality that they are willing to settle for. Let me explain. Every one of us carries limiting beliefs, storylines that hold us back from reaching our full potential. Essentially, limiting beliefs act as invisible barriers that shape our actions, decisions, and perceptions, causing us to settle for less than what we truly desire or deserve. You can hear them in the background of your mind. I can't have this, be this, do this. I'm not good enough. Life is unfair. These are beliefs we rarely question, storylines we unconsciously accept as truth, allowing them to sink deep into our subconscious mind, driving our behaviors and even shaping our personalities. That will stay our autopilot mode, our default system, until we do the amazing inner work that you are doing right now, bringing awareness to those beliefs, questioning them, and shifting them. I love to explain it with a bubble. We all live inside our very own belief bubble. Everything you believe is possible, realistic for you, is within your bubble. Basically, the life you think you can have, where you think you can live, the relationships you have, the income you're earning, the health you're experiencing. Anything you believe is unrealistic for you, impossible, crazy, lays outside the bubble. Now, because humans must act in alignment with our thoughts and beliefs, that means that exactly what you believe is the limit of your reality. Let's say you think you could earn double your income. Then that's the edge of your belief bubble. But if you truly believe you can make 5 times your income, then you have stretched your belief bubble further. As a reminder, your thoughts and beliefs create your feelings, which determine your behaviors and actions that produce the results you see in life. So our thoughts and beliefs are directly proportional to our results. Whatever you believe, you can only ever achieve results in alignment with that belief. This is huge, and it will get more clear after my example. Here are Steve and Ava. Steve grew up in a small town, struggling financially. His parents had minimum paying jobs and always said, "You have to work hard to make a living." Now, as an adult, Steve believes he can't earn more than minimum wage. He thinks moving out of his hometown is impossible because he doesn't know how. It's always been this way. He's in a toxic relationship, but he sees that as normal because his parents stayed in a similar situation. So he stays out of comfort because it's his pattern, and your mind always seeks what is familiar, known, even if that situation isn't serving you. These beliefs create behaviors and therefore actions that reinforce the same result. He doesn't search for higher paying jobs, he doesn't explore opportunities out of his hometown, and he gave up hope that anything will change in his relationship. Steve stays trapped in his belief bubble, not because that's really the only possibility, but simply because he believes so. Until he's willing to question it, until he brings awareness to those beliefs and asks, is this truly the life I want to live? Am I satisfied with the outcomes in my life? Now, Ava. Ava also grew up in a financially struggling household, but her parents encouraged her, "You can do anything you set your mind to." She dreams of saving money, of traveling, of earning a certificate that's technically out of her reach. But she believes it's possible. She applies to an above minimum paying job and earns a promotion. She signs up to that certificate program and is accepted. She is open to life. And simply because she believes that what she wants is possible for her, she goes after it. Do you see the difference? This is such a breakthrough. Check in with yourself. What does your belief bubble look like or feel like? Where have you been holding yourself back? There is a saying by Henry Ford, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. That means that your limiting beliefs aren't actually true. A belief is simply a thought you've accepted as truth, and that means it can be changed at any moment. Beliefs are fluid. When you learn new information, shift your perspective, or simply choose a new thought, you can rewrite the story you've been living by. Anything that you don't know how to do that seems impossible, crazy, unrealistic, lays outside the bubble of your familiar zone. And whatever you believe you can't do, you won't act on it, so you stay stuck. You only ever stay within your bubble of what you think is possible for you. But your bubble isn't fixed, it's stretchy. And our intention is to help you expand this bubble, for you to dare the impossible. Because whatever you believe, you will behave and act according to and get those results. The more often you believe you can, the bubble stretches. So however big your belief bubble, if you think small, you will live within a constricted bubble. But if you believe you can achieve anything, you can live your dream life, then you can. So the question is, how big can you dare to dream? So let's go through some examples. Keep the thought to reality loop in mind. When you believe, I can earn $25 an hour, you will feel, behave, and act accordingly. You will apply to jobs that pay around that wage. Let me ask you reversed. If you believed you do an amazing job, you deserve to be paid $300 an hour, would you take a minimum paying job? Of course not. See how the outcome you think you could achieve is the edge of your bubble. Your beliefs literally determine the limits of your reality. So be careful when you say, that's unrealistic, I can't. It's not true. You are staying attached to a past experience, a storyline. You can choose expansion every single day. Don't you want to grow beyond your familiar bubble and aim for your dream life? You must take radical responsibility for everything in your life. It comes down to believing in yourself. And that is your choice. If you want to earn more money, pursue your dream career, have a loving, thriving relationship, move abroad, or improve your health, you can. We are beings of infinite potential, but you need to believe it. And the rest just flows naturally. So now you might be wondering, okay, but how do I expand my beliefs beyond my current limits? I'm going to touch upon 3 steps to expand your beliefs now, but later on we'll go into more depth on powerful tools to reprogram your subconscious and stretch that belief bubble. The first step right now is simply becoming aware on where you are at and where you want to go. Taking time for reflection is essential. You cannot change what you are not aware of. Notice any time you say, I can't, that's just not me, that's unrealistic. Simply become aware of those storylines. Are they even really true? Because you can learn anything, especially nowadays with all the resources available to us and the internet. Everything is simply like a muscle. It requires practice. Any expert is simply so good because they have practiced something 10,000 times. Then check in with yourself. What is it that you really want? Remember, the only limit is the limit of your mind. Anything is possible if you believe. What would truly light you up? The second step is reprogramming. Your subconscious mind, which stores your beliefs, learns through repetition. Remember, your words are instructions, and the more often you tell yourself a new storyline, the deeper it sinks into your subconscious and turns into your beliefs. So if you tell yourself once, I am abundant, I am worthy of having my dream job, your old pattern will act like a thermostat and bring you back to what's familiar, hold you back and say, what are you thinking? That's too hard, that's unrealistic, it's too complicated. Those are all storylines. If you believe those thoughts, you will stay in the same cycle. And this is where repetition comes in, especially in combination with an elevated emotion. You're basically bypassing to the next step of the thought to reality loop. That's the key. Not just saying it, but feeling it. When you tell yourself every morning that you are confident, abundant, you are worthy, then eventually you will start believing it. However, your subconscious will be more strongly impressed when you involve emotions, when you feel joy, gratitude, love, excitement. So how can you remind yourself every day of what your dream life should look like? For example, creating a vision board, writing an affirmation on the mirror, or making it your phone background. Step 3 is taking micro actions daily. Once you are aware of what it is that you actually want, who you want to be, you must act in alignment with that version of you every single day. This can be as simple as asking yourself, how would that version of me walk, talk, dress? Literally, whatever your belief is, if you want to start your dream job, what is one small step you can take today? As simple as having a better posture or morning routine, or doing some research what other people in the field are doing. Each micro action is teaching your subconscious a new way of being, which expands your bubble, unlocking more possibilities. My question to you is, if you believed in yourself just 10% more, what possibilities would open up? What is one new belief you are willing to adopt into your life today?